Today, we are going to be talking about Beyblade Burst B53 GT customized set. And this customized set, the Beyblade side coming in, it's just crazy. Like when I saw it, I was just like, oh my god, I'm flabbergasted. This is insane. Also, we also got more Beyblade. We won't be talking about the other Beyblade news, but I just want to reference it. We got Beyblade news about Random Layer Collection, the newest Random Layer Collection, Volume 3, and it comes with an upgrade version of Odin, that's so awesome, because Odin didn't get a God Layer or a freaking Chozetsu Layer, but now it's getting a GT. It's insane. I am so happy, and Odin's such a cool Beyblade. It is such an awesome Beyblade. I can't wait to get that as well. I'll talk about that in a later video, but today we of course are going to be talking about B153 GT customized set, and this set comes with two amazing recolors and two brand new Beyblades. Those two brand new Beyblades, I think, being called Prime Apocalypse, which is such a crazy name. Freaking Prime Apocalypse, that sounds super awesome. It's like the opposite of a name like Wizard Fafnir. Like, oh, Wizard Fafnir, that name's so underwhelming. Like, that name sucks. Freaking Prime Apocalypse, that sounds so cool. When I heard that name, I was like, oh my god, that's the coolest name ever. So we got Prime Apocalypse, and then I think we have Genesis, which, oh, it's so awesome. And they're like total opposites. It's like Genesis, it means like beginnings. Apocalypse means basically like ends. So yeah, today we are going to be talking about the Beyblades that release in the set. We don't have too much information on it. I think we have somewhat vague understanding of Apocalypse and Genesis's gimmick, and as for the other two Beyblades, they're just recolors. So yeah, I guess we'll talk about the brand new ones real quick. I'm gonna be talking about Prime Apocalypse first, because Genesis, although Genesis is a really cool Beyblade, it does sound really cool. I just think the name Prime Apocalypse, it's just so appealing. It's just amazing. Anyway, so yeah, here is Prime Apocalypse on screen now, and overall, its design, I just love the color scheme. The colors are so amazing. It has a black, gold, silver, and red color scheme, and it looks super awesome. Now, I don't know what type this Beyblade is, but looking at it, I can guess that this Beyblade's probably going to be a balance type. A balance or attack type. I'm leaning more towards balance, because attack type, it would probably have more jaggier edges, and it does look like it has jaggy edges, but it's also kind of round, which makes me think it's going to be a balance type. Anyway, the gimmick for Genesis and Prime Apocalypse is basically, they say that the Beyblade is like unburstable, or they say that this Beyblade has like no locking mechanism. So I don't know if they're gonna make it like legit unburstable like they did with the Chozi Beyblades. Or maybe they'll make it something like Orichalcum, where they advertise it as unburstable, but when you actually get it, it's just like kind of a gimmick that doesn't really work. Anyway, enough talking about its gimmick. Let's look at its design. Its design is freaking awesome. Like, oh my god. It's like, I think that's like a dragon bird on top. I don't even know where to start with its design. It looks super cool. Another thing I would like to note is it looks like it does have metal on the layer. As you can see, there's silver parts on the side, and it looks like a lot of metal. So it's either the Gachinko chip is fused with the metal weight disc, or maybe the layer just has metal, just like Zweilongness. I'm kind of hoping it's gonna be a Zweilongness kind of thing and not something like Diabolos, because although Diabolos is really cool, it's one of the heaviest gachi chips that we own, I just think having metal on the layer and being able to have like metal on the layer and a weight disc, I just think that's really awesome. So I do hope that the chip isn't fused with the weight disc, but what it looks like, actually, now that I'm looking more at the image, I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna be kind of like a Lord Spriggan kind of deal, where you can switch out the gachi chip, but you can't put a weight disc on it. I have a feeling this Beyblade is gonna have the same exact gimmick, where the weight disc is gonna be fused with the layer, and then you might be able to interchange the gachi chips. Anyway, so yeah, there's not really much to say about Prime Apocalypse and Genesis besides that they look amazing. They look amazing. Their names are super cool. Takara Tomy freaking nailed those names. I'm really I'm really scared to see what Hasbro's gonna name these guys though. Like, I can't even imagine, because they already had a Beyblade Genesis Valkyrie. So will they name this Beyblade Genesis, or maybe they'll change it to some weird name? I'm sure Hasbro's probably gonna do some weird name. And don't get me wrong, the Hasbro names, I don't dislike them, because I think they're different. They're kind of funny sometimes. Like, they're so like outlandishly out there that I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. Like, Death Scyther was changed to Doom Sizer. I was like, oh, okay, Hasbro, whatever. Anyway, moving on to the other two Beyblades in this set, we have two two really awesome recolors. First off, I do want to talk about Erase Fafnir. Now, here's a picture of Erase Fafnir on screen right now. It has kind of like a gold and red color scheme. I think it looks really nice. All the color schemes in this GT custom set look amazing, but this is one of the cooler ones, I would say, besides, of course, Prime Apocalypse. But yeah, this color scheme is really cool in my opinion. It's a gold and red color scheme. You can't go wrong with gold and red, you know. Anyway, so what I can tell, the combo on this Beyblade, or the parts that I can see at least, it looks like it comes with the weight disc that released on Bush and Ashura. Not one of my favorite weight discs, but I guess it's not horrible. I mean, all the weight discs are kind of the same in my opinion. Moving on to the final combo in this set, of course, we have Cosmo Dragon. Now, I don't know why they keep giving us Dragon Gachi chips. Like, we've gotten a billion of them, but I'm not complaining because the Dragon Gachi chip is actually really epic. Anyway, so its color scheme is, of course, gold and blue. I actually really do like the color scheme of this guy, and having a new Cosmo disc is really nice because, again, that was also a random booster prize, so having like an easier way to get it is really awesome. I'm really digging this nice blue color. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's all the information that we have on the set so far. If you guys do want to get this set, tell me in the comment section below, which Beyblade are you most hyped for in this set? I'm sure everyone's hyped for Prime Apocalypse because it looks epic, it sounds epic. I can't wait to see what they do in the anime with Prime Apocalypse. They're probably gonna give it to like this really awesome villain that destroys everyone's Beyblades. It's gonna be really cool. Anyway, so yeah, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later. LeftBurst out.